Two, three. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit different, and honestly, I'm pretty excited about it. I've been running my home server setup, which I set up all on live stream. If you have been following my past few lives, so but and what it does is it takes all the requests coming from the internet and transfers it to my laptop, which is running NixOS, so that I can host all my websites, no matter how heavy, on that laptop, on that device. So as you can see, this website is being hosted on this laptop, and any changes I make here will be reflected online. But the hard part is that it gets very tedious to test all new changes. If anything is breaking, if any fonts are not loading, to deploy things again and again. Because if you know, I code and develop things on this system, and I want the changes reflected on the server. So all of this is called DevOps, but I know almost nothing about it. But luckily for me and for you guys, I have a friend who knows about this topic, and I have convinced him to come here and teach me and you all about DevOps. So I'll invite my friend Siddharth on stream, aka Sid. Yes, Sid, you're now visible. Hello, hello. Test kar lo audio.
Everyone, hey everyone. So my name's Siddharth, and I currently work as a dev with a organization. So I am here to steer through his problems and whatever he's facing when it comes to automatic deployments or anything. So we are good to go. What exactly you are implementing and what exactly are you facing?
Okay. So I'll pull up Excalibur. I've already prepared a diagram here. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll first put a disclaimer that my internet service provider, which is Airtel, has put a CG NAT layer around my internet, so my local network is not publicly accessible. So people can't put requests directly from the internet to my devices. To circumvent that, I have used the Cloudflare tunneling system, which I'm about to explain. Okay. So currently, this all has been set up on my Nix laptop and is ready to go. As you saw the website, it's running from my NixOS laptop. Okay. So first, any request comes from the internet, it goes to the Cloudflare DNS where I've registered. The Cloudflare DNS forwards that request to the tunnel, which is running on the home server laptop. All the requests are forwarded to Nginx, which handles requests and transfers it to the app which is required. So if I just write morphotech.xyz, it will open the main page. If I write charts.morphotech.xyz, it will open the charting page. And all of them can be deployed as separate applications. What I need right now is a good pipeline so that it's easier for me to add new changes and record what is happening and check the logs. So that is and what all normal companies do, so that it's easier for me to maintain all of this infrastructure because it's getting very tedious. Even it's my second or third day. So is the
Okay.
system clear?
So okay. So I do have actually, we have been doing this together only, so I don't know what you are trying to achieve here. Okay, so shall we jump into how exactly the thing that you are trying to, you know, implement works?
No, I
Shall
am
we jump in?
no, no, no. So you teach me how things usually work. What is DevOps? What is CI/CD? And then we'll jump into my setups specifics because I know very little
Okay,
about it, despite my research.
okay. So when it comes to, see, when we say, acha, okay, thank you for this diagram.
Huh.
Okay, so this is a sample CI/CD pipeline. Okay, like this is the bare bones. Okay, and depending on how exactly do you plan to manage your deployments, you can configure this. Okay, but 99% cases, I think it is just this only. Okay, but in real life scenarios, there are different environments as well that come into play in between. I will go over that. Okay, so first of all, why exactly do we need this? Okay, so when you think about it, like if you are making changes to your code base, okay. Now, right now you're working alone on your code base, but imagine 10 people working on your code base. Okay.
Mm,
And every time someone makes a change on some branch or something, okay. And then imagine every time you have to manually build your app, okay, like every time that person has to build their app and then they have to push it, and if something breaks then they are responsible, and it like distributes the responsibility over everyone, okay, that you have to see everything and all of
and
it.
yeah, and that
Okay,
never works. That
so
never
a way
works.
to go about it is automating the whole process. Okay, like suppose you are working on a repo, let's go with the plan part. Okay, we are
Okay.
working with a repo, and we have three branches, like a main, a Marvin, and a Siddharth branch, all three.
Okay.
Okay, whatever we are doing on our own branches. Okay,
Right.
this is an example where I'm not including any sort of environments, specific environments, otherwise this becomes a multi-chain. Okay, this is just linear, and for the
Let's go
scope
with
of
simple.
to achieve this is fine. Okay,
Hmm.
it's just that when extra environments are added, okay, there are more branches that converge based on your requirements. Okay, so suppose we have to plan. Okay, we have two people, Marvin and Sid. Okay, so we have two branches, Marv and Sid, and we have our main branch. Okay, so whatever we do, okay, we commit to our own branches, and before merging it to main, it goes through this.
Okay.
Okay, suppose we don't want to make it hectic for ourselves that we are pushing code and every time it going into build and all of that. We just need to push our code. Okay, run some tests on them locally. Okay,
Right.
like a very bare bone setup we are talking about.
Hmm.
Okay, a huge setup has a lot of moving parts. Okay, but I'm trying to go over the philosophy behind it, that how
Hmm.
exactly things need to be achieved. So we have planned that okay, both of us have our branches. You
Hmm.
commit, I commit, or and then when we merge to main, okay,
Right.
when we merge to main, okay, we expect that the build is automatic.
Hmm. ठीक
That
है.
on my end, if I am making things perfect, that okay, everything works here. Okay, that is why I'm merging it to main.
Hmm.
Okay, now that goes into build automatically.
Hmm. I
Got it?
understand. ठीक है. हाँ.
Now I don't have to contact you, okay, Marvin, I need GitHub credentials or something like Marvin merge my PR or anything. It's just that once that is done,
Hmm.
you see some changes, and once that is done, then it goes into build stage. Okay.
Right.
Now you have a new build of the what is it called? Application with you.
Yes.
Now comes testing.
ठीक
Now
है.
the test part is important. Like no matter how many people are involved, or like in huge setups, that is a separate environment of its own.
Hmm.
Okay, why is it important that if we miss something, okay, we need some room to re-roll. We don't want it to be deployed and then face downtime or anything.
Broken. Yeah. We don't want
Yeah,
a
so
broken
in
thing to
test
deploy.
case we can like run some set of tests. Okay, fine. ये सब चल रहा था, app चल रहा होगा. We can do that.
Hmm.
Okay, we can
Right.
do that and then push it to the next stage,
Right. Okay.
and then it is finally deployed. Now,
ठीक है.
in all of this, the
हाँ.
only manual intervention that someone had to do was accept my pull request,
And everything happens automatic after that.
and everything else happens automatically. Even if the merge fails some tests or something, okay, we have implemented our own logic that you have to do a reroll. Ki, okay, let's not merge this. This is problematic,
ठीक है.
and fix it or something. Okay, you can implement all of that.
ठीक है.
So, you know how exactly your code reaches from your local host. I keep saying local host, let's say from your personal laptop to your production environment.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever checks, whatever checks, whatever tests, whatever uh, environments, whatever manual interventions, even in specific environments you want, all of that you can control automatically.
Okay.
And if it becomes, you know, when a single person is doing everything, that is completely fine. Okay, but
Hmm.
even if you're doing it like on your own only,
Huh.
even after then, like this would save you a lot of time.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
because you don't have to do anything manually. You just
right.
push and then forget.
Right. Okay.
If things go bad, it would come back, and if they work, it will be pushed and it would be on your production environment.
Okay.
So that is why we use it. Now
ठीक.
comes given your flow, what exactly you want. Okay. So right now you're maintaining your code on GitHub, right?
हाँ, एक सेकंड, एक सेकंड. I'll explain, ठीक है? What I want.
Hmm.
जितना मेरे को समझ
Okay.
आया, and I'll ask some questions, and you tell me if I am
Hmm.
thinking in the right direction or not. ठीक है?
Okay, sure.
So currently I am the only one working. ठीक है?
Got it.
And on my GitHub, I have a dev environment. I'll show you. Wait, not a dev environment. I meant on my GitHub, I have two branches. Okay. Uh, Let me open this. ठीक है? There is a main branch and then there's a production branch.
Got
Okay.
it.
Look at this. ठीक है?
Hmm.
And so what I want is कि मैं main पे अपना code करता रहूं. And as soon as I go to the production, as soon as I merge changes into the production branch, everything starts. So my thing is more of continuous delivery, right? मेरा continuous integration is not that much because um, I am the only one integrating things, I think.
Hmm.
है ना? So my thing would be a continuous delivery system that detects when changes occur and
Hmm.
automatically builds, tests, and releases things, right?
Hmm.
So instead of two loops, I would have one big loop, I think.
Hmm.
ठीक है? So,
And less steps.
huh?
And lesser steps.
And lesser steps, yes.
You don't
Not
have the
just,
plan.
yeah,
You don't have the plan one. You don't have the operate one.
yeah.
That is. That's because that is done. Not because that is not required. That's because that is done. Okay. So what exactly are you planning to do to
Huh.
achieve that?
So what my plan is कि I learned about GitHub webhooks. ठीक है?
Okay.
So what I'm planning to do is I'll push changes to the production branch,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as I do that, a webhook triggers and it sends a request to my server through all of this, right? I'll make a DevOps pipeline thing here
Mm-hmm.
so that let's say I go devops.morphotic.xyz or something like that, है ना? Which won't be
Mm-hmm.
public, and I'll add a password to that, ठीक है? ताकि कोई भी ना request भेज पाए,
Okay.
ठीक है? And as soon as that request is received by my server, it will check कोई कुछ नया आया है, hash it will check the hash of the GitHub thing. If it's changed, it will rebuild and redeploy.
Mm-hmm.
ठीक है? And उसका सारा nitty-gritties and things so that there is no downtime is what I want to learn.
Hmm. Okay. So there are two ways to go about it. One is like very bare bones,
Right.
and one is the official answer. So what do you
Okay.
want?
So
The
what I want is to you can tell me the proper answer, and then I
Hmm.
can eliminate what I don't need or what I feel like is too complicated for me myself. ठीक है? Let's go with the full-fledged answer.
Explained that can be simpler because you don't have a server pool,
Yeah, I don't have a server pool.
a server,
Yes, I have a
right?
single server. Yes.
You single server. Okay. Now, as I said, the tools don't matter, the philosophy does, right? You just want key it periodically checks. periodically checks if there are changes to production.
Right.
If there are, it does things and then push and
Yes.
then deploys. That is your goal, right?
Yes, exactly.
And I'm putting so much stress on the word periodically because you can just configure a cron tab which checks your production branch.
Huh.
Okay. And whatever existing scripts that you have in place,
Huh.
you don't even need to do anything on your server. Okay, just uh, how do I explain? So, how exactly you are building this? This is just an npm run and or
नहीं, so
npm build and then push.
so that is also the thing. ठीक है, I am very new to this. ठीक है. So what
No worries.
I'll SSH into the server and I'll show you the exact config right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that would be really nice.
हाँ,
Is it
ठीक है.
possible that I can SSH into your server?
You can't SSH into my server.
Acha, okay,
I just explained. हाँ,
okay. SSH into it.
ठीक है. So I'll clear all of this and I'll SSH into my server.
Acha, this is on your local environment. Okay, got it.
Yes, yes.
192.168, got it.
हाँ,
Okay. Uh, Show me how exactly the build works. Like,
हाँ, भाई, I'm showing it to you. So I go tree and then let's do a bat on the file now. Config and then I'll go to config services and I'll go to my main site service. Okay, because Nginx and everything is configured. I'll show you the Nginx first. Okay, let's go
engine,
one by.
I have an idea. Like, it isn't required. That's fine. Let's go to like how exactly you're handling the build.
It's very bad, Avi. You will see. This is all I have in the code, Avi.
Working directory is this. Exec start is this. Okay, by next you are using to build, right?
Yeah.
Restart always and environment this.
This does
So
not
what?
build. This just serves. It's assumed that build is already done.
How exactly do you do your deployment? Just show me that, or the
I'll show
chain
you.
of command.
Okay. I'll do CD. I'll go into my codes. I'll go into Morphotech. Okay. I'll do bun run build, and then I restart my laptop, and it restarts the server. I do just. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
we can't do a cron job.
Yeah.
We can't do a cron job if the server that you are putting it on needs a restart every time a build
No, no,
is
I
done.
don't think it needs a restart. I just need because this is a Nix config, it needs a Nix rebuild, which is which I think it's pretty bad. Harbari,
Why is that like you can do without main site.nix? Now that if you suppose if you are doing that nix, sorry,
oh no, no,
you
I don't think it needs a rebuild. It just needs a system CTL restart, है ना? Because look at this. If I go to my services, so there is a services dot yeah, look at this, na. There is a main site dot service. I can just restart this and this
can
will.
do that. Why would you restart your computer?
I don't know what I'm doing mostly. Abhi just start here.
Yeah,
So
I am
that's
telling you. Okay, what you can do right now. You are on the production branch.
yes, I'm on the production branch and there are some changes which are not built and deployed. And hold
Check
on,
for
I
new.
also have a script. Wait, hold on. I also have a script here.
This works.
Okay. So I have made basic checks. Okay. And I'm using instead of Git, I'm using GH, which is the GitHub CLI
Okay,
because
okay.
it's a private repository and otherwise I'll have to generate an SSH key and then store it.
Yeah, that would be
So
very
I
problematic.
just use
Fine.
GH auth login and just so wait, I don't think this is updated to the GH version. Yeah, this is still on the Git version. I have to update it to the GH version. Okay. So only this thing changes, right? This fetch changes, right?
GH fetch हो जाएगा.
Huh. And okay, then we check the hash. ठीक है? Then we install the dependencies again. We build the application. We stop the service, right? System CTL se, and then we start it back again.
Hmm.
And then in the end, we check if the service is running properly or not. ठीक है? We log both the things, and then we close it. Close the script.
You just need to put this on a cron job and your job would be done. That's it.
I don't even need a cron job. I I am trying to do it through the webhook, na?
Why?
Why? Because I want to keep the system as light, na? Like cron job हर 5 मिनट में चलाना, I don't know. I don't want to do that. Cron job is nice, but it's not, I don't want that. It's periodic and it's unnecessary checking each 5 minutes. I want ki
Make it
instead
an
of,
hour then.
huh?
Make it an hour.
Make it.
See, it's about added like if you want a UI for everything that you press build and everything is done, there is a way of doing that, obviously.
No, 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 not
But
UI. Just जो webhook वाला है, I'll show you ना. Because there are GitHub webhooks, right? Which I can make a webhook and connect this to an API. So basically, I'll create an API using Go or Python, which will execute the script.
hmm,
और ये स्क्रिप्ट एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगी वेबहुक पे जैसे ट्रिगर आएगा ये स्क्रिप्ट एग्जीक्यूट होगी है ना तो व्हाट आई वांट इज कि ये लॉग्स जो है प्रॉपरली स्टोर हो ठीक है एंड इनमें कोड हो एक ताकि आई कैन सी कितना एरर आ रहा है कहाँ एरर आ रहा है ना
hmm,
एंड आई हैव समथिंग लाइक अ डैशबोर्ड और समथिंग विद यूजिंग सम टूल
hmm.
है ना कि
You wait. You have that line now, like for comparing hashes.
हाँ हाँ आई हैव इट
And if you are only executing a pull or anything when the hash is outdated, right?
यस
Whenever there's a new hash, then only you are doing like everything.
हाँ हाँ
So essentially, what your cron job would be doing is like every 5 minutes or 10 minutes,
हाँ
it would just check कि मतलब okay, new changes are there, new changes are not there, and continue about it from there.
नहीं आई गेट दैट बट व्हाई
But you
इवन
want
चेक
immediate.
हाँ आई जस्ट वांट द
Yeah,
वेबहुक्स
that can
मेथड
also be done.
बिकॉज वो पसंद आ गया है मेरे को है ना
Okay, yeah. Then jump to let's jump to webhooks then directly.
नहीं वेबहुक्स आई नो वेबहुक्स वाला पार्ट इज आई एम फाइन
Okay.
विद व्हाट आई वांट इज दिस सेटअप लाइक इट डज दिस वर्क एंड इसमें लॉगिंग वगैरह का सेटअप कैसे होगा व्हाट इफ समथिंग फेल्स और व्हाट इफ आई डोंट लाइक जब तक नया वाला बिल्ड हो रहा है मतलब व्हाट हैपेंस इफ इसमें अगर रीस्टार्ट नहीं मतलब अगर सर्विस में कहीं एरर आ गया सो हाउ डू
Hmm.
आई रिवर्ट बैक टू द ओल्ड चेंजेस
I get your point. I get your point. Okay, then you can use it. See, there are two ways again. Either you can like have a list of things that you want and implement all of them, or you can just use Jenkins and call it a day. How about how do you want to go about it?
लेट्स डू द जेंकिंस मेथड ठीक है एंड आई विल सी अगर इफ मेरे को उसमें से कोई पार्ट खुद से करना होगा तो विल सी यू टीच मी थ्रू जेंकिंस ओनली
Okay. Okay. So where are you installing it on your server or like on the laptop you are on right now?
आई विल इंस्टॉल इट ऑन द सर्वर
Okay. But you won't have the UI here, no?
अच्छा
It has a script console as well, but I'm not comfortable using it. The UI is nicer for Jenkins.
नो नो सो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज कि जेंकिंस का यूआई विल बी ऑन द सर्वर लैपटॉप ना इज व्हाट यू सेइंग एंड थ्रू द
Jenkins you can
सर्वर
install on your own laptop and do the same thing, by the way.
तो फिर सर्वर पे चेंजेस कैसे जाएंगे अगर इफ इट्स ऑन माय दिस इफ इट्स ऑन दिस लैपटॉप
server पे you were going to write an API, no? Anyway,
तो
to
जेंकिंस क्या
trigger
करेगा उसमें, जेंकिंस क्या करेगा उसमें फिर?
the read from the webhook and then pass to this. You wanted Jenkins, otherwise you can just make changes to your API also.
हाँ, because I also have the API code prepared, जिसमें there is an
Hmm.
endpoint which receives a request
Hmm.
and calls the script, है ना? Wait, let's go back to, oh no, ये गलत ब्राउजर खोल लिया है मैंने. Hold on.
Actually, given that you just have a single server, you just want to check कि मतलब if the hash has changed or not, right? You can.
I'll show you मेरे दिमाग में क्या है, ठीक है? What I'm aiming
Okay.
for, ठीक है? ठीक है, I'm aiming for a Vercel type thing, if I'm being totally honest. ठीक है?
Hmm.
So if I log in here, मेरे GitHub से login हो जाएगा Vercel, ठीक है?
Hmm.
हाँ, so look at this, ठीक है? If I go
Hmm.
to here, ठीक है?
Hmm.
यहाँ पे I go to deployments, and
Hmm.
as soon as I push any change, it starts
Hmm.
to rebuild, ठीक है? And if the rebuild
अच्छा you want
fails,
right?
है ना? And if the rebuild fails, it will send me an email, and the old thing won't get changed even a little bit.
You can achieve this using Jenkins.
Okay, how? What do I need
Install
to
it on
know?
your server. Install it on your server first thing.
Wait, I'll write down shit, ना? ठीक है.
Write it down and we can do that on us on another day separately because like we discussed like what we need.
हाँ.
Okay, install Jenkins on server. Okay, lay out the script for how to handle the deployment.
Rebuild and deploy script, ठीक है.
हाँ, okay. Integrate GitHub webhook. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Actually, it's not that complicated. Okay. I am actually sending you a video on how to do it as well so that we can do that on our next call.
Okay.
Okay. Wait a second, I'm sending it to you.
Google Meet पे भेज रहा है?
Yeah, I will just send it to you on Google Meet. You can watch it whenever you want.
Hmm.
Okay. And let's implement this on next call. It's 11:30, so
Oh shit. Yeah. ठीक है.
tomorrow's a Monday.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah. Tomorrow is a Monday. Yes. Perfect.
Okay. Okay, let's do a part two. We would be doing this.
ठीक है. Let's end it here. I think I understand what all of this is. ठीक है.
Installation, yeah. Why?
Yes.
You don't need all of it. Just search if there is a Nix package for this.
हाँ, there is. Search next package.
Jenkins. There most definitely is one.
There has to be, I mean.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, done. So installation is a no-brainer.
Yep.
There is a Emacs package for Jenkins? What? What? What is this even? Okay, no, sorry. Sorry for getting
Mhm.
distracted. So
Yes, let's not get
let's call
distracted.
it a day.
Yes.
Now that we have what we want, let's call it a day.
Okay. Okay, so I'll do
Okay.
the ending thing. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
So thank you. Okay. I think I have a better idea of what to do and the tools that will be required. You'll send me a video.